Hey everyone, Firebat14 here, and whoa! So, I know you've been wondering, why am I like so happy right now? Even after the video that I uploaded like a day ago, or more than a day ago. And that's because I have looked through the devlog video that Qwel posted, and I feel like there are some key details I feel like are overlooked.
We've been dedicating lots of time to improving the back end of the game, and we plan to have all of this wrapped up in this year hopefully. Once we leave alpha, the game will be sent into version 1.0 with a big update with tons of new gameplay and lore that is already being worked on.
And just a little side tangent, because this is at all like not part of the video or anything, but Hoplas has actually uploaded a new video, and he actually gets a good point of his summer event. If you think about it, Qwel did mention something.
I know a lot of you have been waiting for more gameplay content. These improvements to the code, while not directly new content for you, were necessary to help Dandy's World be set up for a long-term success. Optimizing the code gives us opportunities for unique mechanics and more room to add to the game at a quicker pace.
That's actually something I want to talk about, because this little beach ball. Okay, well, not this little beach ball, but this is just me. I actually made some predictions of what the summer event tunes would look like. I'll put that up on the screen. It's not really anything like. I feel like it's like at least like half accurate of what I feel like the summer tunes would look like, but a summer event could actually change what Dandy's World be. Dare I say, might actually add new gameplay. I feel like using this tune of the week and the video that Qwel posted, I feel like I have a grasp of what Dandy's World would be in the future. But let's talk about the elephant in the room, the journal. So this is something that Qwel herself did not mention, and as well as the others, but well, as far as I know. But I feel like with these new gameplay changes, I feel like there's gonna be something new, especially with this one. And that's actually something that I want to talk about. So I've been thinking of a new floor event, and that floor event is called the break floor. So imagine this. Imagine you're on a floor or with a team, and then you come across a floor with relatively no one around. No twisteds, no machines, just an empty space. I feel like that the break floor would actually bring a whole like new immersion to the game. Sort of like a break of what we're used to. Doing machines, grabbing the twisteds, distracting, all of that. It brings other players to explore the area, and in these areas they will find these things with these photographs where they will display like, oh, how garden view was like, and maybe like some memories as well. And a bit of examples where I want like these photos is to be like in some abstract places where normally you don't look at. Just like this whole like ominous vibe as to like, normally you would see twisteds, but what if there were actually no twisteds at all? And the only machine is actually the elevator itself, where there will be an override lever that you can just pull after you're done with the floor, and then you go in. It's like a very interesting thing, and I feel like this would be a good way for like players to like have a break, explore the area without any twisteds running around at you. And it could also bring new gameplay terms as well. You don't have to like worry about like AFK spots, because I feel like with the way Twisted Sprout has moved, especially in the V floor, Shoutouts to the person and their team who actually died for this incident, but it actually brings me a thought that Twisteds are actually sentient, which we should already know that because Twisted Dandy is also sentient, as well as Dio. A rabbit hole of like, I actually thought of ideas of a Twisted Dandy. Well, at least it changes his gameplay. I feel like there should be a way to like please Dandy since he likes tapes. So I came up with an idea that when there's Twisted Dandy on the floor, there's this box, and the tapes that you get with Twisted Dandy will not count towards your tape counter, but instead it's a separate inventory, which I like to call key items. And you can bring these key items to the box itself, and if that box is full, then Twisted Dandy can walk towards into the box and be pleased. And perhaps maybe if you do this, he'll give you like a discount, or maybe good items will be on his shop. And yeah, it's actually a very interesting idea to think about, because I feel like with the whole Twisted reworks, I just feel like there has to be something new, and it makes sense for the reason why Twisted Sprout didn't get some stuff. And this is actually another thing I want to talk about, and it involves the research system. So, talking about the Twisted research system, I feel like it's kind of flawed in a way that it makes grinding a lot more tedious, especially when there's mains. And I feel like there should be something to counteract this whole like stick of encountering Twisteds and going to elevator. I feel like there should be more gameplay in terms of these Twisteds, and I actually come up with some cool ideas, and it involves the way that Twisted Sprout has interacted with the environment. Why not interact with you? What I mean is, research thing isn't like a whole like shtick thing. You can passively get research if the Twisted is on you, or maybe even near you for a fact. And if the Twisted see you, you can get a lot of more research if you are that tuned. Now, that just sounds more about a tedious research process, but hear me out. I feel like with the way that Twisted Sprout has been looking at the Sprout posters, I just feel like if Twisted Sprout has seen like an actual Sprout, I feel like the Twisted would get a good understanding of you instead of becoming like a Roger or something. I feel like that could bring a little bit more to the research. And of course, instead of 100, you will go up to 200, and with 200 you can get upgraded trinkets. And I actually come up with some ideas of what the upgraded trinkets would be. So for one example being Sprout's trinket, which is Sailor Charm, I feel like instead of just being a one-time thing, maybe it can be a rechargeable thing, and since it says does not save the user from lethal attacks, maybe this time it can, but only once. And maybe that one would have a better cooldown, or a higher cooldown, like 10 floors, and while the normal one would be 5 floors. There has been some problems lately with the whole like machines thing or something, and this actually comes up with the whole like Twisted Sprout thing. I mean, I want to be honest, the devlog is actually carrying this video a lot, but I feel like with new changes with Twisted Sprout, I feel like instead of just Twisted Sprout like going towards Cosmo, I feel like every single Twisted that you see would have unique gameplay in it. For example, I come up with an idea for Twisted Sprout that you could you could go into like an oven or a portable oven that will spawn in the middle of a map or whatever, and then you bake a cupcake and it will be like a different sort of like skill check. And with this whole like extraction speed thing, I feel like this should be changed to like a sort of like task speed instead of extraction, because I feel like that would be more accurate. Or maybe there will be another stat or call that as well. I don't know. It's just some ideas that I want to think about, and I mean, it's just so many possibilities that I could like explain everything, but I think that's like everything I want to explain. And and coming to this as well, this would make sense in terms of like the photographs and these ones could be like unique tasks that you can do for like twisteds and stuff, instead of just like doing like fetch quests or whatever, like encounter this. Maybe add like some gameplay, because I feel like some new gameplay like the one I mentioned about you baking a cupcake for Sprout to be pleased, and maybe you can get like some decent buffs as well if you do these things. Like I already made up a fact about like a goob mini game type thing, like in the game itself, and something about like painting or something. Like if you finish a painting, then you can get buffs as well, like a skill check buff or something. And it's just something like other players can do other than just distracting and extracting all that. But yeah, I think that's kind of all that I have for like this whole situation about like Danny's run and stuff. And oh, that's something I want to talk about, the skins. So yeah, I mean I get it, the skins and stuff is like getting more underwhelming, but it does give more character. I mean, the skins are good, dare I say it brings out the character out very well. It's just because there are too many. I mean, I get it. Qwel is trying to make every skin for every toon, and obviously there's some caveats to that, meaning that there's 3 events, 4 if it's true that there's gonna be a summer event. But I get it, and people just want new gameplay, so I think that's a good chart of way to provide gameplay and stuff. And hopefully you guys like my ideas as well, because I'm not gonna lie, with the fact that the devlog has 19,000 comments, I just feel like my ideas would be like off the radar for at least of right now. So that's why I'm making this video. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video and how I would go forward doing this. Again, I only made this again, not hating on the game. I like Danny's Road a lot. Just wanted to put that out there. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!